Alright, so a merger that came out of nowhere. Unity Software will merge with ironSource. Now, the structure of the deal, etc., I will touch on that in this video because it is a bit strange. We're also going to have a look at the financials of both companies, compare them real quick. But remember what we said in the past. Today's market environment, you will see a lot of consolidation, a lot of mergers, a lot of acquisitions, and maybe some bankruptcies as well. But you will see more of these type of deals happening. So before I jump into the numbers, if you want to support this channel, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to full.com/couchinvestor. Do check out all the other links down in the pinned comment. Some of them might save you some money. Alright, so a quick comparison between both companies. By the way, Unity Software is down 15% right now. I believe ironSource is up close to 50%. Now, both companies are, well, obviously generating more revenue each and every quarter. Unity $1.2 billion in the last 12 months and ironSource $623 million. Now, and here comes the big difference between both companies. Free cash flow positive. ironSource, yes, 151 million in the last 12 months, whereas Unity has just become, let's say, free cash flow positive of just $33.6 million. Now that might change in the next quarter, that remains to be seen. Now return on equity, same story here, ironSource better than Unity. ironSource has a return on equity of 8.74%, whereas Unity sits at negative 27.52%. Both companies are down 82% from their peak. As for gross profit margin, you can see that ironSource tops that as well, close to 82.5% gross profit margin, and Unity 76.2%. As for net income, obviously the same story as before. Net income for ironSource, $63 million. Net income for Unity, well, that's net income loss actually of $602 million. And so from a profitability standpoint, if you only looked at this and that's about it, from a profitability standpoint, it's great for Unity because, well, ironSource clearly is more profitable than Unity. And now that that's been added to the business, it could help the financials, and obviously it will help both companies as well as they work back together with greater synergies. Now let's have a look at the official announcement and everything that's going on there with the merger. So Unity announces the merger agreement with ironSource, and I'm going to go over these couple of bullet points here. So it's a highly accretive merger, is expected to deliver a run rate of $1 billion in adjusted EBITDA by the end of 2024, so just 2.5 years from now, and $300 million in annual EBITDA synergies by year 3. All stock transaction values ironSource at approximately $4.4 billion, representing a very big premium here, 74% premium to the 30-day average exchange ratio. And this is where it gets a bit weird. Obviously, do comment down below what you think about this. Unity board authorizes a share buyback program of up to $2.5 billion effective upon closing of the transaction. Now, again, this does not mean that they are going to buy back shares directly. This is just authorizing that. And then another weird thing here, Silver Lake and Sequoia, the two largest Unity shareholders, have committed to investing an aggregate $1 billion in Unity in the form of convertible notes to be issued at closing of the transaction. So with the merger happening, with them paying the premium here, with them authorizing the buyback program, with another $1 billion injection here in form of debt, but the debt is at a very, very low yield. So there is that, but then again, why do this and then use that cash to buy back share to maybe dilute shareholders a bit less? It's all a bit strange. But then we have the financials and the guidance that both companies gave us. So ironSource reaffirms second quarter and full year 2022 guidance, and Unity expects second quarter financial results to be slightly higher than the top end guidance range provided in the last earnings call, but it does reduce the full year revenue guidance from between $1.35 and $1.42 billion to $1.3 and $1.35 billion. Now remember last quarter Unity had that little issue, well, little that became a bigger issue than was supposed to be. Now with this merger, obviously the monetization of users, of products, of creators can be done much better. Now the usage of first-party data here is going to be very, very crucial, and both companies can benefit from that partnership, from that merger. Now some of you might ask, why not just acquire ironSource, right? Well, basically this merger in my eyes is a bit like an acquisition. Yes, I know it says here, for example, that each ordinary share of ironSource will be exchanged for 0.1089 shares of Unity common stock. The merger is also an all-stock deal. So that's why in my eyes it feels like more of an acquisition than an actual merger. I'm gonna add a couple of things here before ending this video. So it says here the deal will bring together the Unity game engine and editor, Unity ads, and the rest of Unity gaming services with ironSource best-in-class mediation and publishing platforms, giving developers a seamless and interoperable way to create, grow, and monetize their creations across their lifecycle. In the near term, ironSource mediation platform will leverage the combined strength of the two companies' ad network to deliver increased user reach and data scale, and provide an increased return on ad spend to advertisers. Telcos will also benefit from the combination of Unity and ironSource, which will provide them with enhanced opportunities to leverage interactive gaming and real-time 3D experiences on device. Now again, they reiterate here the $1 billion run rate in adjusted EBITDA by the end of 2024. And with regards to the Silver Lake and Sequoia deal, the conversion price is $48.89 per share, so higher than the price today. The conversion notes to be issued to both of them are due in 2027 and bear an interest rate of just 2% per annum. So to conclude, to be honest, at first when I heard about this merger, I was a bit skeptical, maybe even conflicted, because, well, the deal, the merger, just on paper looks a bit weird. But in the long term, I think the merger, both of them working together under one roof, could be extremely beneficial. As you've seen, ironSource is profitable. Unity, they said in the last quarter that they are cutting costs, etc., and plan on being profitable sooner than later. So having both of them now under one roof financially could be a very, very good thing. Product-wise should be an amazing thing for creators and for users, for developers, etc. Because, well, when you create something, you would like to monetize, and what better to do it this way when both of those companies work under one roof, under one system. But with every merger, there's always some complications, so remains to be seen what happens there. Obviously, I will be very, very interested to hear management's comments during the next earnings call. I will obviously cover all of that on this channel. Now do share your thoughts down in the comments below, what you think about this merger, and are any of you actually holding ironSource, because that stock has exploded on this news. Leave it all down in the comments below, and if you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button, and I see you all in the next video.